Are you looking for a pure 1v1 build? Are you trying to dominate the ones in the theater or the proving grounds? Well, you stopped at the right place because your boy Black Raiden got you covered. I'm going to hook y'all up with my pure 1v1 ISO God build. Now, before we actually get into the build, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show y'all some gameplay. Now, these are the first two games that I did on this build, okay? I don't have any hot zones or anything like that. I barely got any badges, but I want y'all to see what I am able to do and what you possibly could do on a build like this. And come on now, that's the first shot and it's already green. Come on now, what other color would it be? Get it out the bottom of the net, man. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not saying that I made the greatest build of all time. I'm not saying that, but I made a pretty awesome build, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to show you how to make it, but we got to get through this gameplay because this is the okay. That was not a good shot by me. You feel me? But listen, your boy Black Raiden don't hide nothing from y'all. You feel me? I'm going to miss again in this video. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only going to miss twice. And I can guarantee you that. And not only can I guarantee you, I'm going to show you. So please stay with me. Stick around. And all I ask, ladies and gentlemen, is just drop a like on this video for bringing y'all the sauce. Because not only am I giving you great gameplay, because look at him. He can't do nothing with me on defense. Not only am I giving y'all great gameplay, I'm going to show y'all how to make it. Now, this is a cap breaker build. All right, but you can make this build even if you don't have cap breakers. You're just going to have to adjust some things. So don't worry about it. We're going to get into it. But look at what I am doing, ladies and gentlemen. I already broke his ankles. And that's the second shot that I missed. I told y'all I'm only going to miss 2 shots. That's it. That's all. So just don't be like, oh, you're not doing da-da-da-da-da. Shut up. Shut up. My shooting percentage is pretty good. You feel me? And we're going to get it up. You feel me? No pause on that. You dig? But look at it. Look at me, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. And you could do this too. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this. Actually, I already got a dribble tutorial out right now on the channel. You can find it easily. It is on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Go watch that. If you want to do some of this stuff, this is really basic stuff. And yes, an advanced dribble tutorial will be coming out, and game number 1 is already done. It's already done. So let's look at game number 2. Shooting 66% from 3. We can do better. Matter of fact, I am going to do better. And 70% from the field, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? It is okay. Because listen, this guy right here, he gets lucky a couple of times. But after he gives that ball up to me, he doesn't get it back. Okay? Yeah, he broke me. He broke me. I'm not gonna lie. He broke me. He broke me. It's cool. It is okay. You feel me? But I'm going to get the ball back. I'm going to get the ball back. Don't worry about it. He can do all of this different stuff. That's a brick. That's a brick. Okay. We ain't even got to worry about what that is. That's a brick. Now, this is a mistake on my part. You feel me? I dribbled into him. No excuses. That was a bad dribble move. I shouldn't have done that. But this is the last time he gets the ball. This is the last time he gets the ball and he's not even going to score. And then I'm just going to do my thing. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Now, I hope that he's not mad at me because he never touches the ball again. Because y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see what color it was and what it's going to be. Also, that one too. Y'all see what it is. I ain't missed a shot yet. Look at my shooting percentage. Top right corner. Come on now. Ain't missed a shot yet. Once again, I don't have that high of a 3 ball. Okay, I'm still shooting the lights out this game. You feel me? First game, I missed 2 shots. It is what it is. I'm not pretending like I didn't miss. I showed y'all my misses, but I'm going perfect right now. I'm in a rhythm, and it only took the second game. Once again, don't have no hot zones. No hot zones on this build. I got the hot zones after I hopped off the theater ones. You feel me? This is with no hot zones, and the game is already over. Man, listen. Let's get into exactly how to make this build, ladies and gentlemen. And right before we do that, I just wanted to show y'all I went perfect. 7 for 7, 4 for 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into how to make this build. Now, I want to preface this, use this build as a template. I'm not saying that you have to put every single attribute in the exact same areas that I have it, but if you want a good 1v1 build, tailor make this build towards your liking or something close to it. Also, before I go into this, I want to say I made this build with 8 cap breakers in mind. So we're gonna go point guard, 6'7". Okay, let's be mature about this, everybody. 200 pounds even. 6'11" wingspan. Now I wanted 6'11" because I want to eventually get a 99 perimeter D, and you can lower the wingspan if you want to, if you value the 3-ball, but as you can see in the earlier gameplay, I shoot well enough to where I don't necessarily need a very high 3-ball. So let's continue. Close shot is going to be 76, layup 67, driving dunk 87. Now, one thing about driving dunk and layup, matter of fact, let me just speak about layup. I personally don't necessarily take a whole lot of layups. Sometimes I'm forced into a layup, so I didn't feel as though I needed my layups to be that high. But if you value layup over dunk, feel free to switch these out. But I wanted to get at least an 87 driving dunk just so I can get the bare minimum of contact dunks. You're still going to be able to get your contact dunks with this build. There is no real big difference between 87, 89, and 93 driving dunk to me. Now, you know, if you feel different, feel free to swap them out, adjust this as you see fit. Standing dunk, 40. Post control, I really don't, you know, play in the post like that, so it really does not matter to me. Now, mid-range, you're going to max that out. These are the badges that you're going to get, you know, all the standard badges. You know, you can +1 where you want to, +2 where you see 3-ball. We're going to max this, well, we're not going to max it, but we're going to go to 83. All right, we're going to use our +2 cap breakers from our shooting specialization on the 3. Free throw, you can pretty much leave that where it is. Like I said, this is a ones build. You know, there's no free throws. Now, playmaking. If you want to get the best out of your playmaking and maximize your badges, this is how you have to upgrade your playmaking. For ball handle, you can only upgrade ball handle all the way to a 70. And you have to stop there, because once you put your +5 cap breakers, you're going to get an 86 ball handle. That's going to give you all the best dribble moves and everything that you're going to need. Speed with ball. Once you get your speed with ball upgraded to a 71, do not go past this, because you will need 1 cap breaker to get to 75 in order to get the Zach LaVine dribble style. All right, so let's go over this again. Pass accuracy, we're not going to touch that. Speed ball handle, we're going to go to 70 because we're going to put +5 cap breakers to get 86 ball handle. And speed with ball, we're not going to go past 71 because we're going to put 1 cap breaker on this to get the Zach LaVine dribble style. So there's going to be a 75, 76. That's all you need. All right, you don't need blur and all this other stuff. You don't need that. All right, interior defense, we're going to go to 79. 79 is good enough interior defense to get stops in the paint. All right, I promise you, as a guard, you don't need any more than that. I mean, if you want to throw cap breakers or a +1 or a +2 on this, you can, but you don't necessarily need it. Perimeter D, we're going to go to 97. Now, originally I wanted to go ahead and max this out to 99, but I figured, why, you know, waste attributes? As you can see with the badges that I have now, don't get me wrong, on ball menace and pick dodger is all going to go up as we, you know, finish, you know, maxing out the build and everything. But 97 perimeter defense is going to give you half challenger, half on ball menace, half pick dodger, and that's pretty good to say that just what you're going to start off with. Okay, eventually, if you want to, you can put 2 cap breakers on this to get 99, and then you have legend all defensive badges if you want them. Steel, I'm not personally going to touch it. I know a lot of y'all love steel. Me, I think steel is overrated, but if you want to upgrade this, you can. Block, we're going to go to 78. 78 is good because we're going to get high flying denier on silver. Paint patroller is still going to stay bronze, but I put a +1 on that, so you know it's all good. You feel me? O board and D board we're not going to touch. All right, well, actually, O board we're going to go to 30. O board we're going to go to 36, but D board we're not going to touch. Once again, this is a 1v1 build. There's no need to touch any of this. On to the physicals. We're going to go 88 speed. Agility, we're gonna go 88 agility. If you don't know what I know, ladies and gentlemen, speed and agility means everything in this game. All right, speed and agility means so much in this game. You want to be able to be as fast as you can, but with your agility, you want to be as quick as you can to keep up with the ball handler, especially when you're on defense, because if not, you will get blown by. So you want to cut down on that as much as you possibly can. Strength, we're going to leave it at 62. And vertical, we're going to go all the way up to a 78. And that's the build, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go through here real quick, look at the badges and see what you get. You know, feel free to screenshot. I'm also going to show you the build with my cap breakers, how it looks and everything. I'm going to show you my animations, my jump shot. Y'all going to get everything in one video. You feel me? All right, let's see what they give us. Shades of Shay, Gilbert Arenas, and Jalen Suggs. Yes, sir. A two-way mid-paint score. Now, let's get into the build where I have a upgraded and I have all the cap breakers applied to it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is the build and what I have upgraded so far. I'm a 91 overall. And this is pretty much where I have it upgraded. As you can see where the cap breakers have been placed so far. And actually, let me get into the cap breaker menu just so you can see exactly what I meant when it came to ball handle and speed with ball. As you can see, my two shooting specialization cap breakers went on the 3, so I got an 85-3. My ball handle went from a 70 all the way up to an 86 from those 5 cap breakers. And my speed with ball went from a 71 to a 76 with just 1 cap breaker. So that's why I said at the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, at least I believe I said it at the beginning, this build was tailor made for 8 cap breakers. Now, if you have more, you can really go crazy with it. But if you have less, you'll have to, you know, tweak this just a little bit. Eventually, I'm going to have 99 perimeter defense. All I need is 2 cap breakers. Once I hit level 40 this season, I'm going to put it on my perimeter defense, and eventually I'm gonna get another cap breaker and I'm gonna put it there. A really good overall all-around build for the ones. Now, the badges that I currently have that I'm working on, as you can see, some things are max, some things aren't. The gameplay that you all saw was my first 2 games that I played on this build. You know, I've only played 2 games. As you saw, I'm shooting like 67, 68. I went perfect the last game, you know, both from the field and from the perimeter from 3. This is the perfect ones build for me. You know, low-key, I kind of like this build better than my 6'8". I'm not gonna even lie to you. Even though my 6'8" build is really, really good, it's for all modes, but I wanted a build that was strictly for the 1v1, you feel me? And here are the badges that I'm currently, you know, rocking, you know, my badge layout. I know it's not a lot, but I'm still working on the season pass. You know, your boy worked 2 jobs and I'm doing what I can do and trying to entertain y'all at the same time, you dig? But yeah, man, this is what I use my badge elevators on, just to speed up the process of grinding, you feel me? Here's the build shooting specialization. You know, I'm done with goal 8, working on goal 9, as you can see. Once I get that done, and let me just say, this was a grind right here, so I just know this is gonna be ridiculous. Here are my animations, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to screenshot, do whatever you need to do, screenshot that, you feel me? Pretty much the same dribble moves that I'm using on my 6'8". Let me show you the jumper. This is the jump shot, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Q is, I believe, like 8 or 9 ticks after push, maybe more than that, maybe 10 or 11. I don't really know. I just use, you know, the visual cue. Like once he flicks the ball, or right before he flicks the ball, that's when I release it. You feel me? Like right at the top of the jump shot, that's when I release it. You feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the takeover that I'm using. And as you can see, I wanted to add a little bit to my 3-point shot and my speed with ball. You feel me? Just a little reinsurance. Now, this is not the takeover that I was using in the gameplay, but this is something that I, cooked up, just to see what it does. You feel me? So once again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on those post notifications. Now, there's going to be a video that pops up at the end of this, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be the mixtape that I dropped last week from my 6'8" demiguy all-around build. And if you want to see that, make sure you click that video on the screen. And listen, y'all be cool, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.